Hello and welcome back to Inversion Addicts. Today we're going to be taking a look at the history and future of Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Valhalla opened on the 14th of June in the year 2000. It was an absolutely enormous investment for the park at just over £15 million. The ride, manufactured by Intamin, is an amazing combination of dark and water ride. There are so many special effects in there which I won't give away in case you've not ridden the ride, but it includes, of course, water, a dark room with snow and ice, and plenty of fire throughout the ride. Now the ride has had a few adjustments over the years which we will cover in the video, but of course is shut for the 2020 season and is now being reimagined by Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So within this video, we're also going to be speculating of what some of the changes could be to Valhalla, what we'd like to see added to the ride, and of course, removed from it. So now let's take a quick look at the history of Valhalla. Valhalla stands where the funhouse once stood, which actually burnt down in 1991. The ride opened to critical acclaim and won numerous awards throughout its years of operation, including a very impressive 5-year undisputed dominance in the water ride department within the Golden Ticket Awards. Now this isn't the first time we've seen Valhalla close for refurbishments. The ride was closed towards the end of the 2011 season and reopened in 2012 with a fantastic looking brand new facade. Some of the changes included revamping the waterfall on the front of the ride, which looked amazing, and also replacing the Tesla coil for 2 Viking skeletons, a large carved Valhalla sign, and some laser effects. And at this time, the ride music system was also improved for better coverage throughout the entire ride. The ride reopened on the 5th of May 2012 with the improvements, and again winning the hearts of everybody who rode it. The ride is based around Norse mythology, where you board your boat and take a trip through Valhalla, the afterlife for warriors who died in battle. During the ride, riders experience a dramatic change in temperature, ranging from around -20 degrees Celsius up to 40 degrees Celsius in some of the warmer rooms, and some amazing elements like the water vortex and the turntable, which sends your boat plummeting down one of the drops backwards. Personally, one of my favourite parts of the ride. There's also some awesome head choppers, some near misses, and some parts of the ride where you just get absolutely soaked. Now the ride, as much as I do love it, wasn't without its faults. Often there'd be a lot of water in the boats, so it was very difficult to even get on the ride without being wet. Your feet would be literally within half a foot of water, and it was just impossible to sit in there comfortably without knowing you get completely drenched. There's also a few of the waterfall elements early on and later on in the rides where it was literally impossible not to get completely and uncomfortably wet through. So that takes us on nicely to some improvements we'd like to see during this refurbishment. Now I think firstly, some nice new modern boats that are comfortable and don't leave your feet feeling like you've been stood in a pond. And of course, those previously mentioned waterfalls need sorting out. They're an amazing effect when they work. It's sort of like a bridge of water that you pass under, but when it's not working, it's just a recipe for disaster. I also think it'd be really good to see some nice new modern animatronics, something like what we'd see at some of the Disney parks. We know that they can be done. They might not be cheap, but I think it'd be really worth the investment to go all in on the theming. Valhalla's always been a really heavily themed ride, and I feel like that really gave it its individualism and made a really unique ride in the UK. So stick with the heavy theming, let's get some new boats, some new animatronics to really complement that theming, and let's go all in on the water effects. One thing I do know is that the theme song is well loved within the community. I absolutely love the Valhalla theme song, and I hope that if they are going to change it, they keep the essence of the song with just a little bit of a modern twist. Some suggestions I've seen online may be pointing towards a full rehaul of the ride system. Now I know that Intamin do some amazing water coasters now, so it may be a case that we see a completely new ride development within Valhalla, although I think it's more likely we'll see a full refurb of the existing ride system. That being said, I'd love to hear what your thoughts on the matter are. What do you think of Valhalla? Is it one of your favourite rides, or is it one of the rides that you'd miss on a visit to the Pleasure Beach? I'd also like to hear your opinions down below in the comments about what improvements you'd like to see in Valhalla, what you'd like to see stay, and what you'd like to see go. You've been watching Inversion Addicts. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.